everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Liv and I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday all about self-development and business. So if that's something that you're interested in, please consider subscribing. So a few days ago I posted a story over on my business Instagram where I just asked my followers to send me through some questions that they'd like me to answer about like myself and the business, and they came through. So today I am going to be answering all of those questions, and I currently have 12 questions lined up. So if you want to hear me answer some questions about my business, then keep watching. So first question is, what inspired you to start OLS Planners? So I'd probably say, especially because both of my parents have their own businesses themselves, growing up I always knew that I wanted to actually start a business. But the problem that I kind of had was that obviously with a business, they're like business owners, they're finding a problem and they're solving it. And I didn't really know what problem there was for me to solve. And I just didn't have a clue. So as I said, I'd always wanted to be a business owner, but I'd never really knew what I could really do. So I was laying in bed one night and I just kind of looked at my desk and I had so many planners, literally so many. I had one for like my fitness, I had one for work, I had one for this, one for that. And I just thought, do you know what? I'm just going to actually create my own because I know how to do it, and like I'll just have to find somewhere that prints it, right? And then it came to me. I was like, wait, this could be my business idea. I could specifically design planners tailored towards different things for different people, and I would just do that. So from my 9 to 5 I had learned the kind of skills in order to actually create my own. So I thought, yeah, let's turn that into a business. And not only that, I also found that there's not a lot out there for men. Like women, it's a completely different story. Women, you can go into Paperchase, Tesco's, Asda, and you can find loads and loads of different stationery and notebooks and notepads and planners and diaries and journals, all for different things. But then for men, they just tend to have like the plain 21 diaries, like this boring, like, you know, just the boring diaries. There's nothing that really men can use. The amount of men that I've seen in supermarkets looking for a diary or looking for planners, and they have to get the most basic one, because all of the ones that do actually have the good things like the habit trackers and like the different segments for your day, they're all so girly. So I was like, actually wait, like there is a kind of gap in the market for that. Like, why don't I create some, and I know this is sounding like really contradicting because I do have something called the 2021 Girl Boss calendar, but with the weekly desk planner I tried to keep it as neutral as I could so that men can use it. And I have had orders from male customers as well, which is absolutely great. Like, we love to see it. So yeah, that would probably be my answer to the first one. So the second question is, how did you get it started? I got it started, as I said, I was laying in bed and then the idea came to me. And anyone who knows me personally will know that I am a very impulsive person. When I get inspired and I have a new idea, I have to act on it. And that's exactly what I done. So the minute it clicked in my brain, I was like, no, like I think I've actually found what I want to do. After that, it was just research and research and research. It was just kind of drafting different ideas that I had, and looking at suppliers and kind of seeing like who my competitors are, like what do they kind of sell, how can I make my products different to theirs, and just things like that. Yeah, I just got it started through a lot of research and finding different suppliers and finding out which products I wanted to make. But it's definitely still, and it's going to be for a very long time and probably indefinitely, just going to be a learn as you go kind of process. So I'm always looking to improve as a person anyway, and that's exactly what I want to do for my business as well. Yeah, it will just be a kind of learn as you go process. So third question is, what is your favourite thing about designing your own products? And I would probably say for this one is that I find with stationery and journals, diaries, planners, it can either go one or two ways. It can either be very minimalistic in design and be completely boring and not really beneficial on the inside, or it could be just overly girly and overcrowded on the outside and be absolutely jam-packed with different things on the inside. I really like minimalistic things. So to be able to create something that's minimalistic on the outside so that men can use it, like, and don't get me wrong, men can use whatever they want, but typically they're not going to want to go for the leopard print diary. Yeah, just sitting there and thinking, like, what would other people find beneficial? How can I implement that into everything that I do? If I'm creating something, for example, the weekly desk planner, although I have a lot going on in my life at all times, whether it be with work or with my business or even like YouTube now, it's still something for everyone. Even someone who maybe perhaps doesn't work, say for example they're a stay-at-home mum, they can still use it because it can still be implemented to different people no matter what they're doing. You don't have to work a corporate job to have a desk planner, and I just say designing it myself and just being able to make it suit everyone is probably my favourite thing. So brings us on to number 4, and that is, what does the design process consist of? A lot. So to start, it will be the initial coming up with the idea, and then I'll start brainstorming and I'll kind of think, right, what could I have here, what could I have there, maybe if I do a section for this, maybe if I do a section for that. And then after that, it would be actually drafting it on a piece of paper, so actually seeing how it looks and thinking, will people find this beneficial? And after that comes designing the product. So I will design it on my computer and then I'll print it off and I'll see first off if there's any changes that I need to make, and then I will kind of just play around with it, print it off maybe a few different times in different colors with different sections, and then just kind of seeing, is there anything that I actually need to add to this, because I'll use it myself for a good few weeks before I then make changes, any final changes that I want to make, and then order in from a supplier. And it's exactly what I done for the weekly desk planner. So with the weekly desk planner, originally I just had a notes section at the bottom, so I didn't have the habit tracker, the week rating or the end of week reward. They all came in after, because I thought I don't actually need that much space for notes, so how about I try and implement something or some other kind of factors and features that will make this even more effective and efficient and just overall better. So yeah, it's exactly what I've done with this. So once I'm all happy with the finished design, I will then contact my supplier and I will get them to send me over a sample, and if all goes well with the sample, then that's when I'll order in bulk. So question number 5, what is your biggest business goal for 2021? So as I am still such a small business, I think my main kind of goal is just kind of building more of an online presence. So the best type of marketing you can do for a small business is definitely social media, whether that be Instagram, TikTok or Facebook. So I'm definitely trying to grow on there, so then I then get more consistent orders. And yeah, I just say my biggest business goal for 2021 is just to kind of establish my brand more, have more launches throughout the year, and just grow my online accounts as best as I can. So question number 6 is, what is the hardest thing about starting your own business? So I would definitely say one of the hardest things is that I don't actually know anyone with an online store. Being my mum and dad, they both have their own businesses, as I mentioned at the start, and just people that I kind of know in general have their own business, but no one I know actually has an online store. So say with my mum and dad, they have like they provide a service and they deal with clients, whereas I provide products and I deal with customers, and it's all online. So I don't actually have any kind of contact apart from online with customers. So because of that, I don't really have anyone that close to me that I can ask for business advice specific to online e-commerce stores. So what I have done is I have found a group on Facebook, and originally I found it on TikTok, but I joined a group on Facebook which is Small Business Support, and a lot of people in that group have their own online stores. So if I'm ever kind of thinking that I need a piece of advice, or I want to get someone's input on something that kind of none of my friends and family can help me with, I'll go there. And the girl who started this is actually amazing. So her name is Tori, and she owns a online lash store. So if you like lashes, then definitely go and check out her website and her Instagram. I'll leave both of her links in the description box below. But she's absolutely lovely, and she's so motivational, and yeah, I just love having a kind of, it is small business support, so it is so good just to be able to go on there and speak to people who have their own online stores and just get their advice for different things. It could be all different things. So whether I'm kind of doing any like gift for promos, I can ask them for their advice and see like how they found it, if they would do anything beforehand, and they're just great. So everyone comes back to you super quick as well. So yeah, I love it. So yeah, I would definitely say the hardest thing is just kind of learning everything as you're going along and not really having anyone that you can talk to. I mean, obviously I do speak with my friends and family, and they are so supportive, but in terms of like advice and asking people how they've done things, we're in completely different sectors. Like, we're in completely different lines of work, especially my parents and I. So it's good just to have that small business support group on Facebook. So yeah, definitely having that online group has really helped me, and really just people have just, I've posted things on there and people just come through straight away. They just come through, and it is so nice just to see and be like part of just such a like a good vibes group, you know. So yeah. Question 7 is, how many launches are you planning for 2021? So I have so many ideas planned for this year, and I'm so excited about them, and honestly I can't wait. But I would definitely say between 5 and 10, and they can be anything from smaller products to maybe like my bigger products. So yeah, I don't really want to say too much because I don't want to give too much away, but I'm definitely in the process of planning some really exciting things, and I do have rough kind of dates of when I'm going to launch some products, so that's definitely something that I'm working towards at the moment. But yeah, I definitely say between 5 and 10. I have so many more ideas than that, but in terms of just me not wanting to absolutely drive myself crazy with the whole design process of things and just kind of overworking myself, I'm gonna stick with a safe bet of between 5 and 10 new products this year. So question number 8 is, how did you find a manufacturer? If I'm being completely honest, the way I found them was just through Google. So as I said, I don't know anyone who owns an online store, let alone an online stationery store. So it's not like I could just kind of go and ask, oh, where did you, like, who are your manufacturers and blah, blah, blah. Like, I couldn't go and ask anyone that. I just had to kind of find out for myself. So Google, if you are starting your own online business or just your own business in general, Google is going to be your best friend. Google and YouTube, honestly, that has helped me so much in the setup of my business. So the next question is, how do you promote your products? So I'm still a small business, so I'm still trying to find out kind of what works best for me. As I said before, it's just a learn as you go kind of process. So what I have done, I've done loads of different things, just still trying to figure out what works best for me. So what I have done is tried to be as consistent in posting on Instagram, and I link that with the Facebook page. So I don't actually promote on Facebook, I just link it with the Instagram. So whatever I upload to Instagram automatically goes onto Facebook. I have also done paid ads on Instagram. I'm also posting on the TikTok account as well, although not as consistently as I would like to be. But kind of coming into 2021, I'm going to have a completely new schedule, not just for the business but also for YouTube and stuff like that. So hopefully going forwards I'll be able to post on there a lot more. And then the other way that I have tried to promote my products is by gifting them to influencers. So what I'll then do with that is I will send them the product for free. Well, first of all, I actually send them a DM or an email and ask them if they like the products and if they would be interested in doing a gift for a promo. And then we kind of discuss how they're going to promote it, what kind of products they're going to be receiving from me. I then obviously send them the item for free and I cover the postage and everything like that, and then they promote it their end. And I found that all kind of ways that I have tried so far have worked, so I can't really see myself branching outside of those promotional techniques just yet, because they have worked in my favour. And what I'm also looking at doing this year is to establish a proper PR list, so I know all at one time who my influencers are. I'll inform them of any new kind of product launches and see if they'd be interested in doing another gift for promo, and then I will then send those to them and they can promote it on their end. Okay, question 10 is, if you could collab with someone or a brand, who would it be and why? And I really want to say, but I can't say, but towards the end of this year I am collaborating with someone who is so amazing, and I love her, and I cannot wait to actually work with her and design something that I know so many people are gonna love. I'm just so excited, so I can't really, I wish that I could say more on this, but I can't at the moment. But when the time is right, you will know, which is it's gonna be great. Question 11 is, what is your advice to anyone wanting to start their own business? And to be completely honest, my advice for anyone wanting to start their own business is to just start. So it doesn't matter if it's not perfect, that's all what growth is about. So just start, because starting is going to be your biggest step, and if you don't take that step, you're just going to look back on it in the future and think, I wish I started sooner. Because I know my products aren't perfect, and there are definitely mistakes that I have made starting this business, but you learn from them, like you grow from them, and that's what, like literally what I just said, that's all what growth is about. And another thing that I would also say is to just definitely just follow your heart and just do whatever you feel is right for you. If you really want to start a business, do something that you're passionate about. My passion is organisation and self-development, and that is what I try and reflect into my products. Yeah, I don't think that people should ever start up a business if they're not passionate about something. And with my business, I definitely am passionate about it, and I love what I do, because like people say, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And I think that's so true, because when I'm working on my business, I don't feel like I'm working, and it's so rewarding when you put your heart and soul and blood, sweat and tears like into designing something, and then you get that 5-star review on Trustpilot and people are taking pictures of your products, or they're going onto their Instagram stories and they're showing them off and they're saying what they love about them and stuff like that. It's just so rewarding. So definitely, if you want to start your own business, definitely just take the first step and start, because the sooner you start, the sooner you're going to get to where your first goal is, whether that be 10 followers or 10 sales or 50 followers and 50 sales. You're one step closer if you start today. So if you're thinking about doing it, just do it. Honestly, I believe in you, your family believe in you, everyone believes in you. So, and if anyone is thinking about starting their own business, especially their own online store, you can drop me a message on Instagram. I always check my messages, and maybe like if you wanted some advice. I know I'm not a very established brand at the moment, but Like, even in such a short time of opening up my business, there are definitely things that I would have done differently and things that I would start doing sooner on. So if you did want any advice, or you just wanted to kind of chat or just have someone to talk to, my DMs are always open. And the final question is, any exciting news? I wish I could say. I'm down to my last few 2021 Girl Boss calendars, so if you haven't bought one yet and you did want to grab one, make sure that you head over to my website and make sure that you grab one, because once they go, they're not coming back. Obviously, no pressure, I'm not trying to sell you on anything here, but just in case you was interested in it and you did want to grab one, I would grab one now, because I literally have like, I don't have a lot. I think I have 3 left. But yeah, my weekly desk planner is still in stock, but I'm now doing digital downloads as well, which is great. So I currently have the quarterly 1 bundle, which is available on my website for $3.99, and once you buy it, it's a one-time purchase and you can print it out at home or at a local printer's whenever they open again, like as many times as you want. So yeah, those are now available to download instantly on my website as well. But apart from that, I kind of have no news that I can share. I do have some, well, 2 products that I am really excited to be launching, and it will definitely be either on or before March, and I'm working so hard behind the scenes just to make these perfect. And yeah, I'm super excited, and it's something completely different to what I have currently got, which is great. So yeah, super stoked about that, and obviously I will share more details with you when I can. So that brings us to the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and be sure to click the little notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. So with that, I want to just say thank you again for watching this video, and I shall see you soon. Bye.